facing the police every single day.
Mr. Sheets?
Yes.
Sergeant Zachary to the Sheriff's Office. I got your voice message earlier today.
Okay, I'm recording this for training purposes. So you heard that Northport Copwatch, this week's probably not good because her dad's dying, and she really does want to go because she knows the case.
Yeah, here's, to start, you don't have to say that it's recorded for training purposes. You can just say that it's being recorded. I don't need that part about it being for training purposes, but...
It makes a good video. Go ahead.
In regards to the investigation, that is going to be an active investigation with the Sheriff's Office. It's not going to be a public venue. It's going to be in our setting for the interviews. So with that being said, the interviews cannot be recorded on your end, and it's going to be with that person only. So it'd be an interview with me and you only, and your wife and I only. Now, if you want her to come along, your friend to come along, she's more than welcome to come down to the Sheriff's Office for it, but during the actual interview, it's just going to be between your wife and I, and then the interview with you is going to be between you and I. The premise for that is, I know you like recording everything you do, and you put it out onto your webpage, which that's good. I'm glad you put the stuff out there, but in regards to an active investigation, the problem is when you put out some of the information, it could potentially hinder my investigation, because now there's people that go onto your page and view this information, and then word spreads. So if it's something that I'm going to be trying to investigate further, I cannot have specific information put out there, and that's going to be the recorded statements that I obtain.
And by the way, I disagree with everything you said, but where does it say that my friend cannot be with my wife who knows this case? Where does it say that?
That's our decision on the interviews. If we're conducting an investigation, that is our discretion to interview somebody individually, and that's our normal practice.
All right, so you know I have case law that backs up the right I can record. You know that case law with McDonough and Catherine happened because he met with the police chief in his office to talk about a situation. You know why that's why that case came about, correct?
You sent that to me. I read the entire case on that.
Yep.
It's not the same circumstances. They did invite somebody else from an outside entity to be involved there, so that's why they called it. It was a public venue. But I'm specifically explaining to you now that this is not going to be a public venue setting. It's going to be in an interview that's for an active investigation, so it's something that we cannot have recorded, so that information cannot get out prematurely.
You got to send me some statutes, etc., which backs up what you're saying, because that's not true. I'm going to get with Northport Copwatch on this, because this is. And when you meet with a person like this, you record it yourself, correct? You're supposed to. You did not with Crissinger and his wife, which was wrong. But with regular people, you do, correct?
Not necessarily. Most of the investigations that I've conducted, I do not do official recorded statements on.
Most investigations, not true. You guys do. I've been.
You record requested all of our investigations.
That's right.
The miscellaneous investigations, if you look into those, they do not contain recorded statements, and that is a majority of our investigations.
Okay, and that's...
Now, if it's an internal affairs investigation, then recorded statements are obtained.
And like I said, I talked to the guy that heads up CALEA. He agrees this should have never been a miscellaneous in the first place.
And the person from CALEA does not run our agency, so if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. This was the direction that our agency went as of initially as a miscellaneous investigation. Now, what I would like to do is get the recorded statements from you and your wife, so that way we can readdress the case and evaluate it to see if it is going to become an internal investigation or not.
Okay, so here's the thing. So that like I said, that's very bizarre. So you will record us, but you did not record Crissinger and his wife who made the death threats.
You just misheard what I said. I said I would like to obtain statements from you and your wife.
Yes.
To then see if this case is going to become an internal investigation. If this becomes an internal investigation that is going to be continued further, then yes, I would go back and I would obtain recorded statements from them. The initial miscellaneous investigation prior to what's going to be occurring from now on was done as a miscellaneous investigation and no recorded statements were obtained.
Well, then why don't we be even? You don't record our crap either. If you're going to be like that, then don't record mine either. But, like I said, I do have the right, and that's how that case came about with McDonough and Catherine Hernandez, because he was in the police station with the police chief.
Right, but the difference in that is at that time they did not disclose to him that it was not a public setting, and the fact that they allowed a third party into that meeting was now allowing it to be a public venue because there was no signs, there was no confirmation that it was a private setting. So I'm explaining to you prior to a meeting that it is going to be a private setting.
By the way, that lawsuit states I don't even have to tell you if I'm recording, if you're a public official. Are you aware of that?
In regards to what?
If you are a public official in a public place doing public duty, I don't even have to tell you. That's how pissed off that judge was. You need to reread the case.
There are exemptions into the sheriff's office. You are not allowed to be in every part of the sheriff's office. You are not allowed to be in every part of the jail, even though it's a public facility. Yes, you would be allowed into the public areas, and if I was talking to you in the public areas, then yes, you would be able to record.
Then tell you what. Then maybe that should not maybe that should not happen at your office, then, sir.
Well, I'm letting you know that I am not going to be obtaining a recorded statement from you if you are going to be recording it, only for the fact that I do not want this information to prematurely get out. You will be able to do a request for the recorded statements that we obtain in this case at the conclusion of the case.
So like I said again, maybe we should not even meet at the office.
And I explained that to you. I'm not meeting you in a setting to obtain a recorded statement from you or your wife that's going to be in a public setting. If you guys want to provide recorded statements, you would need to come to the sheriff's office, and we are going to be doing that in one of our interview rooms, where we can record it and get the information for the investigation.
All right, so we got a lot to figure out here. You send me what policies, statutes, law, ordinance allows you to do that, and I'm going to be giving this recording to my people to see where you're completely wrong. So that's where we're going to be at right now. This is very sad. Actually, I got a real question to ask you, too, since you're on the line, since you used to be a cop or whatever. Okay, did you hear about the incident that happened? We have a reckless driver that tried to run us off the road in Punta Gorda. I need to add, this is a real question. Okay, I have video, a very good car DVR camera in the front and the back. I'm totally impressed with it. The guy freaking tried to run us off the road and then brake checked me on 41 over by Acquiesta. I gave the video and made a report to Punta Gorda Police. They admit in the report this is reckless driving and met with the guy, but they said that since there was no cop there, they could not write a ticket. What, in your professional legal opinion, is that true or not true? It's all on video.
I do know, based on how the sheriff's office has run when I was a deputy and a corporal and a sergeant, is that whenever we would have a complaint, even if it was regarding a DUI, if we did not witness the actions of what they were doing, then we would not be able to lawfully conduct a stop on them and provide them a citation or warning or whatever along those lines, because it's an action that we have to observe to stop them for that.
All right.
Now, like I said, I'm not sure how Punta Gorda handles it, but it sounds, based on what you explained to me, that it's the same circumstance.
Okay, so this is on video. Front and back camera. Got it all. even if it's on video.
Correct.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
that is the guidelines that we had operated by
so
the Sheriff's Office.
So here's a guideline on your Charlotte County Sheriff's Facebook page right now. You have a video of somebody supposedly stealing something from a store, and I want to let you know you cannot do anything because you were not there. So I need you to take the video down. Can you please tell Bill to do that?
There's differences when it's involving a crime versus a civil matter traffic stop.
I am the victim. There is a crime. They ran us off the road and tried to get us into an accident. I looked the guy's record up, dude. He's got freaking criminal and traffic crap.
Here, if you feel that you are a victim of a crime and that he intentionally tried to run you off the road or tried to cause harm to you, you can go back to Punta Gorda and explain that, no, you want this investigated as either an aggravated assault or something along those lines, which would make it a criminal matter, and that is looked at differently.
Okay, so I'm running this up chain of command. I started with them. I did go back there, and their excuses were atrocious and pitiful. Yours are not good either. So now the next step is FHP, and I will see. Like I said, I gotta take our conversation today, go to my people, and you have my email. I need you to send me your policy, statute, ordinance, and law that says that I cannot do that, because I am doing investigation on you guys not doing your job, and I have sunshine law and case law on my side.
And that is a separate investigation from the complaint that you want to make against a member of this agency. That is an internal affairs complaint.
So send me whatever you got. I got to get back to my people. So I will let you know what they say, and send me whatever you got, man. Back it up. Show me.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Yep.
County, this is Sheriff County Copwatch. I am using any video here under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.